We'll be doing multiple esterification reactions during boot camp. There are two major types of esterifications. One is the Fischer esterification, where you take a carboxylic acid and an alcohol, you mix them together with heat and an acid catalyst, and you get the ester out. The other one is where you take an alcohol and an acid chloride and you do a nucleophilic acyl substitution. The more common way in the lab is the Fischer esterification, and the banana oil experiment uses this Fischer esterification. So you are taking isopentyl acetate and acetic acid, mixing them together with a catalytic amount of sulfuric acid, a strong acid, and when you heat or reflux them together enough, you will create the ester. Now there's a problem with Fischer esterifications. Fischer esterifications run under equilibrium conditions. So as soon as you make that ester and you heat it under the same conditions, you can hydrolyze it back apart into the carboxylic acid and the alcohol. So you have to play with the temperature and the time frame with these experiments in order to get the optimal yield. Once you've created the ester, you can distill it, and then you can get pure product. Reflux and distillation are very common methods for heating, reaction, and purification. Distillation is the best purification for liquids because you can easily get rid of impurities as long as those impurities have a different temperature, boiling point temperature, than the product that is desired. So you would also need to use acid-base chemistry to get rid of the excess acetic acid. So you do a basic quench and cleanup in order to get rid of that excess acid. Now, one of the important things about esters like this is that they have particularly strong aromas. Now, I am not a fan of bananas, so whenever we do this experiment in the lab, I'm never a big fan of it. I prefer something like oil of wintergreen. But there are many other different kinds of odors and flavors that are esters. Floral scents, fruit flavors, other food-related flavors. So esters are a very common additive for both perfumes and for foods.